Shalom, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Waha Racha Kodash. Double honor goes to the apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who are ruling well and teaching Yasha Allah well through the Spirit, laboring in this word and doctrine, alright, and are our true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. Okay, peace, blessings, salutations to the hope for the elect, alright, to the brothers pushing this gospel the world over, in sincerity and in truth, risking the life for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's sake. Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So this is from endtimeheadlines.org, okay? And as you can see, the headline reads, World's first babies born from a transplanted uterus implanted by a robot. Okay. So, more wickedness is coming, man. Says a baby boy carried in a uterus implanted into his mother by a robot was born in a world first. The youngster, who has not been named, weighed 6 pounds and 13 ounces when he was born via planned C-section in Sweden last month. According to the Daily Mail, both the child and his 35-year-old mother are doing well. The pregnancy was made possible when a family member agreed to donate their uterus to the mother, who then had a fertilized egg implanted into it via IVF. The case marks the first time robots have been used for the procedure. So we can even see in the medical field that the robots are basically taking over. AI is what's taking over these major jobs in these industries, man, in the economy. So they're doing away with the physical workforce of people and having robots do it instead. Okay. And it was in Sweden as well, and Sweden's very they're very down with the MOTB, the RFID micro C hib. Right? So they've been getting electronically tagged for many years now, going way back. All right. The case was revealed by surgeons at the University of Gothenburg, Sweden, a leader in uterus transplants in the surgery. Researchers began by removing the uterus in the donor by gradually cutting away from the blood vessels and pulling it out through the vagina. Small incisions were made in the second patient's side by the pelvis, and the uterus was implanted into them. It was connected to their blood vessels and vagina. Surgeons inserted cameras and robotic arms with surgical instruments attached through the small entry holes in the lower belly to carry out the procedure, with the robotic arms being the first for this type of surgery. Alright, and it goes to show, man, because, even being a surgeon, man, that going university, and, it takes a lot, a lot of study and a lot of years to finally become a surgeon. And, they've got robots doing this now. Okay. So it says the arms were steered via joysticks, with surgeons using consoles to see 3D images of the patient's insides simultaneously at the same time. This method is less invasive than the standard uterus transplant, which involves opening up larger openings in patients. It is also thought to reduce the risk of infections, hemorrhages, and allow patients to return to their daily lives faster. The transplant occurred in October 2021 at Sahlgrenska University Hospital in Gothenburg, Sweden. 10 months later, an embryo was created via IVF before being inserted in the transplanted uterus, and a few weeks later, pregnancy was verified. The mother to be felt well throughout her pregnancy, which has thus now concluded with a planned C-section in the 38th week at the end of May 2023. Pernilla Dam Carla, adjunct professor of obstetrics and gynecology at Sahlgrenska Academy, University of Gothenburg, was the principal surgeon in the complex operation on the recipient. She said, with robot-assisted keyhole surgery, we can carry out ultra-fine precision surgery. Really, it's the Lord that's given these, devils the technology and the knowledge to do all this, man. Okay. And one thing with Esau is prideful, so he's going to brag about this. Alright. Non-stop. Says the technique gives very good access to operate deep down into the pelvis. This is the surgery of the future, and we're proud and glad to have been able to develop uterine transplantations to this minimally invasive technical level. Dr. Nicholas Kavanstrom, The transplant surgeon who performed the complicated blood vessels suturing in the recipient added, with the robot assisted technique, procedures can be done that were previously considered impossible to perform with standard keyhole surgery. It is a privilege to be part of evolution in this field with the overall goal to minimize the trauma to the patient caused by the surgery. The work is headed by Mats Brandstrom, Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Sahlgrenska Academy, University of Gothenburg, and gynecologist and senior consultant doctor at the University Hospital. He said this is the 14th baby born in the uterus transplantation project at Sahlgrenska Academy, and more births are awaited this summer. So it's going to, you know, eventually become a common procedure. You know, so this is things taking place. You know, all right. That's why we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. Okay. And you know, the natural way of conceiving, you know, children. That's the natural order it should be done. You know, it shouldn't resort to, you know, robotic arms doing that job. Okay, not at all. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 29. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, and the upright are the elect, okay, of the nation of Israel. But destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. Alright, you know, and that's what Esau is, a master of working iniquity in the earth, no matter what field or area that he sinks his teeth into, man, because, you know, that's where corruption and wickedness spreads from him. Okay. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, and profane goes back to the Latin word profanum, which means outside the temple. Alright? As Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Okay? And everything this devil tries to do, man, because he's got that God complex. Everything he tries to do, it's like he wants to one up the Most High. He wants to be the Most High. Okay? And that's going to be his downfall. Absolutely. Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go straight as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's why we don't trust this devil, man. Never trust thine enemies, man. Okay? Because they're the wicked, man. There's no correcting them. There's no fixing them. Okay? They're set up to do evil. And evil is all they know. And that's all they will do. Okay? From as soon as they're born to as soon as they perish. Alright? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way, and then shall that wicked, notice how it's in capital, right? Because of course there's many wicked people among every nation, including ours, like the 2,000 Babylon the Great, right? But this is highlighting a specific race of people, right? That's why it's capitalized with a W, the wicked, and that's Esau, Edom, right? Be revealed, whom the Adawan shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, and Yahushua Hamashiach returns. Okay, okay. And Esau's kingdom is being devoured spiritually, man, by the prophets that the Lord has set up, bringing out this word. Okay. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the work of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Alright. Because whatever he does, man, it may seem like it's benefiting you health-wise, okay? But destruction is at the end of it. Just like with the MOTB, okay, with that paralyzed individual that was implanted with it. Okay, cool, he can walk again, he might even be able to see again, things like that. But those are the miracles on the left hand side, all right. But those people who take it, what they won't be aware of is the fact that you know, scriptures talk about grievous sores, all right, ulcer, sores, cancer, all right. Body will be rigged with radiation, okay, and eventually die from that, all right. Verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Okay, that's why, this wicked is being revealed, man. There's nothing uncovered that shall not be revealed. Okay, and Esau Edom's being exposed, as well as his wonders and his his works and his craft. Transplanted uterus, man. Okay. And whatever man makes, man, that can be destroyed, that can be corrupted. Okay, it's not perfect whatsoever. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on this article when I saw it, man. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. In closing, unlimited honor, praises, and glorification goes to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Waha, Racha, Kodash. Okay. Peace and blessings to the Bayashah Dabadah. That is the house of David, the elect. Till next time, Shalom.